everybody, it's Gail from thehappystamper.com. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I hope you guys are looking forward to Easter. I know I sure am. And so I am in my craft room making really sweet Easter cards. I wanted to just remind you guys today, Saturday, March 31st, is the last day of celebration. So make sure you get your online orders in today by 11:59 p.m. in order to take advantage of being able to get any of these items for free with a $50 purchase. In addition to that, I still have my Mother's Day free gift for you, which is a darling pizza box card gift set that could be used for any occasion, but I used it as a Mother's Day project. So, again, use the hostess code that I have. You'll find everything on my blog, and I'll have links down below. But for today, so that's the news on celebration, you guys. It ends today. Make sure you get in. I don't want you to miss out. But for today's project, I am going to show you how to make this super cool background. And this is the card that I have made. So let's get down to it, because this is a really fun technique for you. And I'm going to set that to the side, because it's going to get a little messy. All right. I've got a 8.5 by 11 piece of Whisper White cardstock that I have cut at 5.5, and I am folding that in half. So I'm going to end up with a card that's 5.5 by 4.25. All right. I've then also gone ahead and I've cut another sheet of Whisper White cardstock. I've cut that down by 1/4 inch. So this piece is going to measure 5.25 by 4, and that's going to go on the top here. I'm going to set that to the side. The ink pads that I'm using today are Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, and Berry Burst. Super fun colors. I'm going to set these right here. And a really fancy schmancy piece of material that you're going to need is a plastic bag. Any kind of plastic packaging will do. This is how I created the background. This was from some Stampin' Up! Dies, but I always keep this packaging because I love to do this technique not only on cards and scrapbook pages, but in my Bible journaling as well. I'm using the stamp set bundle, Hold On to Hope. This is a beautiful bundle. The stamp is exquisite. You can do so much with it, but the dies are what really take it to another level. This is the Cross of Hope framelit dies. Incredible, absolutely incredible. This would be a must-have on my list if you are an avid card maker, a scrapbooker, a Bible journaler, a Bible traveler's notebook journaler, anything to do with faith. This is a must-have. And then I'm also using Teeny Tiny Wishes, and I'm using the little Happy Easter. Now we'll see how time is going, because if I don't have time to show you how to do the inside, I'm not going to. Oh, and you're going to need a heat gun. All right, now we're good to go. I'm going to open up my Berry Burst ink pad, and I'm going to start off with this. And I'm just taking it directly to my plastic piece. I've got some water here, and I'm just going to really get this messy and wet and just spray it. And it gets messy, so I should probably move these out of the way. Yeah, I've got a piece of paper here too, in order to keep my surface clean, but I also have a protective sheet. All right, so I'm going to bring my Whisper White piece of cardstock in, and I'm just going to tap it on my piece of paper here, and I'm just going to not try to be very neat, and just make a mess with it. I'm going to wipe off my plastic packaging. You also, I would suggest, have some paper towels nearby, because if you get some really wet spots, you know, that are like puddles, I just like to blot it off. And we're just going to heat this and dry it between colors. And I like to do both sides because the water will, as you can see, seep through. But not to worry. All right, let's do lemon lime twist next. I have to wipe this one off because the spray, when I sprayed the water, went everywhere. All right, lemon lime twist coming up. All right, I'm gonna close that one up. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna just spray it, let it kind of drizzle and whizzle, and you can smush it together if you want, whatever you wanna do. I just love the variety that you get with this. And you're just going to set it down right on there. You're not going to try to be neat about it. Again, make sure you wipe it off, your plastic packaging. Wipe it off if you've got any really wet spots. Just blot it a little. That'll help it to dry. And then we're going to take our heat gun to it again and dry it really well. Because we don't want our colors to bleed together, then you're going to end up with just a muddy mess. And to help with warping, hit the back side of your paper, and that'll help keep it nice and flat. But it'll flatten out once you put your adhesive on the back and adhere it to a card. Isn't that so cool? Now that's cool just like that, but I'm going to take it one step further, and I am going to add Pool Party to this. Am I right? Pool Party? Pool Party. Yep, Pool Party. I'm going to take a wee bit of that off. And if you want to make a smaller part, just wipe it off with your towel. Alrighty. Let's turn this over. Let's turn it over. And this will be my last layer of color. And I want this one to kind of get, you know, around. All right. And then keep this. I know it's garbage, but it's really not, you guys. It's magical, and it's a great way to repurpose and reuse, and it gives you the coolest way of making the neatest backgrounds. You could also do this on watercolor paper, but I just used our Whisper White. Alrighty, and it's just that simple, just that simple. So let's bring in our cardstock base, and I'm going to adhere this with our mono adhesive, better known as green glue, for all us fancy schmancy peoples. I'm going to adhere this to the front, and you could also put this under a book if you feel like you really need this to flatten out. I did one of mine with a punch on it. So let's do that and set that to the side. Now I've gone ahead and I have stamped my crosses here. These are the crosses. These are the stamps that I used. God is Love. Stamped that out in Berry Twist, and then on the inside I'm going to do the Happy Easter. Now I may not do the inside on this card. I'll show you what I did on this one because I don't want it to go too far over, but it's the same technique I did on the inside as I did on the outside, but I only did 2 colors and stamped Happy Easter. So what I did here was I took my really detailed piece and I just stamped that out in white, Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to adhere this to my green piece like so. Now I did think about doing this without the white piece and just doing the 3 stamped crosses, and it looked really pretty. But I thought I'll do it this way again. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on just the one side, and I am going to lay my 2 crosses next to each other, like so. So it looks kind of funky monkey. Then I'm going to bring my focal image piece back in with my glue on it, and I am going to line everything up here, like so. Isn't that cool? Reminds me of the stained glass in our church. Super duper cool. Adhere some foam pop dots to the back. Gotta have those. Oops. Get the backing off of these. Helps if you have fingernails. And I'm going to apply 2 more to the back of this one. And then we're ready to put this together. This is so pretty. So, so pretty. Ooh, it's just gorgeous, just like that. So I'm going to center this towards the top, and I am going to add my sentiment to the bottom. Isn't that beautiful? I think it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I love the technique of just using the packaging. And you can make, no 2 will be the same. They will all be different. So there you have it, you guys. That's how I do my packaging technique to make cool backgrounds. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have, oh, I almost forgot. Hold the phone. I forgot to add my rhinestone. Hold on. And I'm going to add a little bit bigger one to this one. I'm going to put this one, which is just a skosh larger than this one. I hope you, now I'm done. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you have a wonderful Easter. Happy Passover to those of you that celebrate Passover. As always, thank you so much for visiting with the Happy Stamper. Hugs from me to you. Don't forget, hurry, get your celebration orders in. Take advantage of your free product. Happy Easter. Happy Passover. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.